All right, as you just heard, Apple's got a new creation to show off, and it looks like Steve Jobs might be trying to revolutionize the way we look at mobile computing. That's the rumor, at least. It could just be a new color for a shuffle. Time to kick around some Apple rumors in the loop. Joining me from New York to help us make sense of it all is a deputy editor for Forbes, David Ewalt, joins us. How are you, David?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Tell me it's not just a shuffle color change. Tell me we're getting something other than neon green earbuds. I mean, Apple is saying, they're not saying what new product they're going to unveil. We just know it's going to be a new product, right?
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but there's enough evidence. There's so many rumors that if you kind of triangulate them all, you can determine that there's probably a tablet coming out. We know they're buying the equipment. We know that people out of the company have been talking about it. So
right, we've known it, quote unquote, for the last 2 years and have said it every month since knowing it. But do you think this is finally the event? I mean, is it really at that point where we can say the tablet's probably happening?
Yeah, I think it's almost definitely at that point now.
And what's going to be in it? Let's assume that the rumors are true. You know, all the rumors that are floating around. What is this tablet going to actually have?
Well, I mean, if you kind of look at all the rumors, you can get that there's sort of an agreed-upon idea that this will be basically like a big iPhone. Now, people argue about whether it's going to be an 8-inch screen or an 11-inch screen, or whether it'll have a cellular connection or a Wi-Fi connection. But we do know it's going to be something along those lines. And we also know that Apple's going to kind of market it as a media device. It'll be a book reader, it'll be a movie machine, it'll be something that they'll have content partnerships with too.
It can cure the common cold if you rub it on your chest in a circular motion, right? It's got it all. When do you think it'll actually be available to buy? Because sometimes Apple likes to announce a product and then you can rush to your store right then and grab it. Is that going to be one of those situations?
Yeah, general consensus seems to be it'll go on sale right after the keynote, and that it'll be available for actual pickup in March.
Okay, and then be sold out March 2nd, of course, right away. What about subscription services? I hear that Apple's been in talks with book publishers and the New York Times as well.
Yeah, this is a big thing because what Apple wants to do is distinguish themselves from all these other devices out there. They want to say, well, this is better than the Kindle because, and one of those becauses is going to be, well, we have an exclusive content agreement with the New York Times, where if you subscribe to the New York Times, maybe you'll actually get the device cheaper because of that. And then what you'll get is sort of every day you'll get a special custom edition of the Times on your tablet, and you'll get all the graphics and embedded movies and stuff like that. And there's also some partnerships they're talking about with book publishers. So maybe you'll get sort of expanded ebooks with interviews with the author, or I don't know what. But there's some interesting stuff that they're looking at.
Sure, but Dave, we saw a ton of tablets and netbooks and even some color e-readers at CES. They were all priced around about $1,000. So what does Apple need to do to make their device stand out? Because if you believe the rumors, it's going to be around that price as well.
Right. Well, the frank answer is Apple doesn't need to do anything to make their device stand out because they're Apple. And because of nothing else, even if it's not any good functionally, this device is going to be beautiful because it's an Apple device and people are going to fawn over it. Now, what they need to do aside from that is probably some of this content stuff. They need to have things that are unique to their device that you can't get on the Kindle. Whether it's, oh, we've got, applications that you can't run, that you can get through the iTunes store, and you can't do that stuff on Kindle, or whether it's going to be we have content, we have books, and we have movies, and we have newspapers that you can't get on these other devices.
Sure, and it's interesting that you mention applications because, running one at a time isn't really going to fly for a tablet OS, and there's been rumors now that, the iPhone hasn't seen a firmware update in quite some time. It's rumored that Apple is going to announce OS 4.0 next week. Is multiple applications, that's one of the rumors that's spreading around, right? We might finally see true multitasking on the phone and then, of course, on the tablet as well.
I wouldn't hold your breath for true multicasting, but I think what a lot of people have been saying is you get some sort of quasi-multitasking where certain applications will be allowed in the background and other ones won't be. But, I mean, it's a step. At least you'll be able to continue listening to your music while you surf the web, or, they'll be just doing something to address that. And there'll be a couple other interface tweaks that we'll see, and there's definitely going to be some updated OS stuff.
All right, finally, David, one story that kind of broke this morning, there's this the rumored cloud version of iTunes, which means you purchase once on your PC and all your media is available within the cloud to pull down to any device. Is that going to be announced? Are we going to have to wait until 2012 to actually take use in a service like that?
Yeah, I mean, this is really cool stuff. Not too long ago, Apple bought a company called Lala, and this is what they do. If you have your songs from your CDs on your computer, you can access it online because they know, they can recognize them and say, okay, you can listen to this. People say that's what Apple bought them for, that's what they want to do, but there's no way they have this fast turnaround. I wouldn't expect that sort of announcement until maybe end of summer, next fall.
All right, if I get my tablet, I'm happy. As long as I have 10 inches of multi-touch fart apps, I'm good to go. David, thank you so much. This is David Ewalt from Forbes for joining us. Thank you for keeping us in the loop, Dave. We appreciate it, buddy.